Hello, 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 hello. What an honor to be here today. My name is Joan, and I just want to, applaud all the previous speakers. Thank you for blessing me with your story, with your truth today. Thank you. So, the title of my speech is Greatness Within You. Believe it, trust it. As young people, when we were growing up, every single one of us, we had dreams. We had aspirations. We were going to be president. We were going to be the first president, female president, and we were going to, be the one that was sent an aircraft to the moon and stuff like that. We all had dreams, but then some things stepped in as we were growing up. We had trauma. We had issues that depleted the greatness within us. I mean, in our mindset, the greatness is still there, but in our minds, gradually, all those great things we dreamt about as kids, easily, it goes off by what goes on around us in our community, in our society, what we see on TV. For young women, they look at the TV and they see a perfect model body and their self-esteem starts being depleted. We go through so much that at a point in our life, we've lost touch with that young woman, that young girl, that young boy that dreamt of doing great things, that dreamt of building a 27-story building underneath the earth. We had great dreams. Where did they all go? Where? Do you know? Well, things happened, they all went because of different things, different traumas that we all went through. But I'm here today not to talk about what has happened. I'm here to talk about what is today and where you can be tomorrow. We all have greatness within us. We are all here for a purpose. We are created for a purpose. It does not matter who you believe in. If you believe in God or you believe in the universe, you know you're here for a purpose. You don't know what that purpose is. I am here to guide you to begin to see the greatness within you. We're all unique. There's no two-person with my thumbprint. So that tells me that I am special. You are special. You don't know because you've been through so much and you don't even value yourself as much as when you were that little girl, that little boy, going to kindergarten, grade 1, grade 2. You've forgotten all about those dreams, your drawings of seeing yourself as a queen, as a princess. You've forgotten all about it. I'm here to remind you. I want to remind you that you have greatness within you. And how do you begin to see the greatness within you? I'm going to share my screen just because I want you to take note of these special things that are within you. So what I have here is these 3 points. I want you to, as you're listening to me, I want you to take note of this. The only way you begin to manifest the greatness within you is if you know. But the first step is you have to believe it. And I've just told you now that you're unique because no other person on this earth, as we have billions of people, no other person has your thumbprint. Nobody else. It tells you something. You're here to have an imprint. You are here to impact life. You're here to pioneer greatness. You are here not just to go through the motion of life and, get married, settled, go through this and on the way to the grave. Before you get there, in old age, you are meant to do something special. You might not send an aircraft or something to the moon, but you are here to impact a life, somebody's life. Somebody's life will be transformed by you. So the first step is you have to be self-aware. You have to begin to pay attention to yourself. Janice has spoken about it. Other speakers have mentioned it one way or the other, because we are all human. We've all gone through traumas. Our traumas might be different, but the foundation of it is the same. Whatever happens to us as young people takes away from us. So how do we get it back? We have to be self-aware in order for us to even know that there's something missing. Somebody that have lost his mind walking on the street, you would not be able to tell that person that he's almost half naked because it's out of his mind. However, when you're able to get him to his right sense and he begins to pay attention to himself, he will know that this and this is missing in my life. How do I get it? And Janice went all the way, even to study the mind. It tells you that we can help ourselves and we can begin to harness the greatness that is within us if we begin to pay attention to ourselves. That's the first one. And then usually we talk about our weakness. I don't know how to do this. I can't speak, I'm afraid. I can't talk, I can't dance, I can't do this, I can't do that. But what do you know how to do? What is your strength? What are you good at? Do you know yourself enough? Do you know yourself enough? Do you? I want you to answer that. Put it in the chat box. Do you know what you're good at? What are your strengths? Enough of focusing on your weakness, enough of focusing on the lack in your life, enough of on focusing on what is not there that you would love to be there. Enough of that. I want you from now on to focus on your strength and start nurturing your strength. Start pampering your strength. When you're lesser focused on your strength, you will see that it will begin to magnify. It will begin to magnify. And once your strength is magnified, it gives you courage. It gives you confidence in yourself. Your self-worth, not because of money or fame, but your self-worth that, wow, I'm here for a purpose. I have greatness within me. I'm unique. And there's something that I have that somebody else does not have. There's a way I will sing this song that no other person can sing it because of my uniqueness. When you begin to see that, mind you, it elevates your self-worth. But be careful. Let pride not take over. It's you're focusing on your strength is not meant to make you to be arrogant, to be obnoxious. No, it is meant for you to see what you have. And when you see what you have, number one, you've known yourself, you've looked at yourself, you've identified where you are, and now you're focusing on your strength. The next step is, what am I going to do with this strength that I have found? With these germs, this diamond that is within me that I have found, what is the next step? The next step is, I want to tell you this, it is whatever we use in service to others that will give you joy. It is whatever you do for somebody else that will outlive you. It's been said that people don't forget, people forget what you say, but they will never forget how you made them feel. So when you serve people, you show them love, you show them compassion, you assist them, you encourage them. Those are the things that will outlive you. And that is you putting your thumbprint, your stamp on the face of eternity. So I want you, the next step is intentionally learn to see beauty, learn to see possibility, begin to see positivity all around you. Begin to look out for avenues for you to impact your world. Let me tell you something. When you try to do something good for somebody, you're actually doing good for yourself because it satisfies something within you. When you're able to help somebody, even just up the stairs, or you open the door at the gas station for somebody else to go in. When you're going back into your car, your step is, different. You actually feel bad if you just come out and you slam the door and you see that somebody was waiting, expecting you to keep the door open for them. So I want you to know that there's greatness within you. I want you to be aware of that. I want you to begin to focus on your strength and be intentionally looking for good things around. I'll tell you a little bit story about myself. I grew up thinking I had nothing to offer the world. I grew up in a loving environment, but something in here tells me otherwise. I felt I wasn't loved. I felt I was treated differently from my siblings. I felt why all my friends have boyfriends as teenagers? Nobody is talking to me. I must not be pretty. You understand me? And even when I had my first boyfriend and he cheated on me, that was it. I felt I wasn't good enough. That's why that happened. And I could not, because I grew up in a religious home, I couldn't even tell them that I had a boyfriend, not to talk of a boyfriend cheating on me. So all those little things I grew up with, and I was always walking with my head down. My head was always down. I was always quiet when I needed to speak. I knew there was greatness within me, even as a child, but things happened that made me to second guess myself. I felt I wasn't worth it. I went into wrong relationships. Yes, wrong relationships. I felt I was giving myself as a gift to this man. He wasn't my class, my status, and so on, but I felt my greatness will rub off on him. And then, just like the scripture says that you don't throw your pearls before swine. That's exactly what happened to me. First time. And then it happened second time. And when it happened this second time, I sat down and I thought about it. Joan, you know yourself. You know that there's greatness within you. You know you are here for a purpose, because I've always been a spiritual person. I knew that God sent me here for a purpose. But if God sent me here for a purpose, why am I unfortunate with all the things happening around me, especially when it comes to men relationship? When I give my love, I don't get it back. And I think, okay, I will get it back. Maybe it's just me. And at the end of the day, I get bruised. And it's so painful because I invest so much into it. But then I found out that all those things were distraction to distract me from the main purpose. One of my purpose is to be an encourager, because I heard a long time ago that if I open my mouth, that the Lord is able to fill it up with the words that sustains the weary. I am meant to bring joy to everyone I come across. I am meant to be here, to be a conduit of grace, of blessings, of joy. But the things happening in my life, it was heartbreaking. I was like the black sheep of the family. I was neglected. I was abandoned. All those things made me to forget that there is diamonds within me. You might be in that situation now. You've gone through some stuff in your life. You've started second guessing yourself. You don't even believe as I'm talking. You don't even believe what I'm saying. I just want you to know, just give it a thought. Give it a thought. Why am I here? Why are you Joan? Why are you Warren? Why are you Janice? What purpose are you here for? Did you just come to come and go? No. You are here for a purpose. And that is what you're just finding out now. At whatever stage and age you are, you're just finding out your purpose. Don't rest on your oars. This is the time to amplify your voice because you know of that which is within you. That is greatness. Greatness is within you. I will end this session with a quote from Les Brown and somebody from the 65 AD. It says, you have greatness within you, and you also have a responsibility to manifest that greatness. That's from Les Brown. You know, now that you know you have greatness within you, you have a story, because we all have story to tell. We've all gone through stuff. We've all gone through trauma, and we have overcome this. How did we overcome it? The steps we're supposed to share it with other people. But if we do not know that we have a part to play, that our story can help somebody, then we're not going to tell our stories. So that is why I am here. I'm here to point you, to redirect you to that which is within you. Because all that pertains to life and godliness, you already have it. It's within you. You just need to look inward, believe in what you're seeing, and then nurture it and bring it out so it can be useful for you. It is whatever you apply. If you learn a skill, if you do not apply it, it does not bring you wealth. It is whatever you apply. So whatever you have within you, when you begin to apply it in service unto others, no strings attached. You're just giving, it's a gift that God has given you, and you're applying it to bless other people, then you'll begin to see reward of it in multiple ways. The next quote is, if one does not know to which port one is sailing, no wind is favorable. If you don't know your purpose on earth, you will just be like in a loop. You'll be going around. That's the translation of that. This is from Lucius Annus Seneca, favorably called Seneca. If you do not know where you're going, no matter how favored you are, no wind is favorable. If the wind is going east because you're going west, it's not going to be aligned. So you need to know yourself. You need to focus on your strength. You need to begin to look out for possibility. You begin to look out for possibility, looking out for avenues to bless people with your grace. We've all been given grace, which is the gift, the talent that we have, and the experiences we have. You know, I call experiences is like I have an inventory of experiences, things I've experienced in life. They're all somewhere for me to bring out to sell to somebody, because my experience that is shared is going to help somebody to avoid the pitfalls that I had to fall into. So if there's anyone that has been blessed with this, I believe there's one person in here that came into this service today and you did not believe. I mean, you just came, okay, I want to learn how to speak. But what am I even going to speak about? What am I good at? I'm not good at anything. This is for you. There's greatness within you. I want you to start believing that. I want you to start believing that. Start looking in the mirror. Stand in front of the mirror and tell yourself that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Tell yourself that you are unique. Tell yourself that there's no two person on this earth that is like you. Even an identical twin is not like you 100%. You have different thumbprint. Begin to tell yourself that you are here to make impact. You are here to make impact. See, the traumas, the rejection, the failure, the lack, the insufficiency, the poverty, all those things that have come your way, they are meant to stop you from seeing the greatness that is within you. That which is within you is greater than all these experiences. That's why the human soul will always triumph. It would always grow once you're able to nurture it. Please DM me, Instagram me, get in touch with me. I will walk you through. I walked through it after being rejected, and I was like the garbage for the longest time, for many years. And in the last 6-7 years was when I got my aha moment. And I began to study the scriptures. And I began to see that I am more than this. I have gone through it. I can walk you through it. I have gone through it. I can walk you through it. So get in touch with me. Once again, my name is Joan, Radiant Glory, and I'm so graced to be here to share this little piece with you today. Thank you for having me.